show. Make commerce show. Wait. Comrade Vigilante live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commerce show. Make commerce show. Wait. Comrade Vigilante live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first to know. This is the commerce show. Make commerce show. Wait. Comrade Vigilante live on Facebook and YouTube. Like us, follow us, and be the first.
Yes, my people, a very good evening to you all. If you are joining me right now, this is the Comrade Show, and my name is Comrade Mattesr Arising Edo. Today we are going to be looking at the Edo State Vigilante, and of course a lot of activities going on right now, and of course a lot of doors being raised, with the activities of the Vigilante. Edo people are asking questions. People are, saying a lot of things all around. We want to talk about this, and possibly at some point I'd like to, call the operational head of the joint operatives of the Edo Vigilante team, talking of Chief Izubo, to of course clear some of these things that, of course, they are, flying around, as it were. Please, if you are joining us, my name is Comrade Lamte, it's the Comrade Show. Please, let's share this broadcast. Let's get some numbers together. I already see a Fusa Advisor. Thank you so very much, bro, for joining. I see Will Angel. Thank you. Oh, my sister, big sister, Patience Irabo. God bless you so much for joining. Please, let's get some numbers together. We want to talk about these issues because some things have, been happening recently. And because it's a matter of security, as much as possible, we can attest to some of the good, things coming out of, the activities of the Vigilante. And of course, some of us have been praising them to high heavens based on, their activities, some of the good things that we've been seeing in their very good attempt to ensure that they arrest criminal activities in Edo State. However, some things have equally come out that are not very palatable. Some couple of days ago, there was this video that made the round right on social media, where they were seen, barbing somebody's hair, as it were. And of course, himself, Izubo, did come out to try to, of course, defend that matter. His defense did still not go down well with a lot of Edo people, as it were. And of course, we're going to talk about these things in all the light possible. However, let me quickly establish that from us in the Comrade Show, the structure of the Vigilante, as far as we are concerned, in combating crime, okay, it's a very important structure right now for us. It's a very important structure, and we believe very strongly that what needs to be done now that this has been created and is working and running, there would be the need for proper regulation. We've talked about this previously, and of course I think that it's time we take this very seriously, that the guys that we have right now at Vigilante, they should be regulated very well by the laws of the land, as it were, which means that they should place some huge responsibility on the House of Assembly. We're going to be dwelling on this a lot more. However, I would like to touch on some few things. There's been a series of allegations here and there. People are labeling, the guys as, court members and all that. A lot of course have been coming to us, and we've been trying to harness some of these things so that we can have a holistic discourse, on this matter. And of course, the only reason why we talk about these issues is because if there are areas that appear to be gray, the areas that appear, not to be in tandem with what ought to be, we want to use our voice and use, every influence we've got to try to see how we can correct some of these areas, okay? But before I zero into, you know, all of these, I want to play a footage, you know, from Izubo, his response to the, you know, to the Babbing of Hair video that went viral, as it were. Let us hear him speak in this footage, please.
Wadomo eterniko. Even it was a girl with short video now because even I was here right now. No day me so no can media ni me huh. So I decided to make this live video shortly. One, and we not can agbo my toe. I receive a call no bunu diane, so no don't I need to just come out and needs a get go here go. One, agbo my tuna mega agbo my tuna am rubber no more dread you expect man ma say dread ni ya yo magbe tuna make na am rubber na artist no way we no ma o mu to you ave am rubber 419 raping kidnapper maga muwe make muwe ni police to we ni no dread ni magbe what she dread in my mirror the conductor always dread you a man really grow in a pocket picker a dread you have you so because of this no they call ni receive is no can ya wagbe mato no why judge everybody everything you so okay judge not the issue even you come ni was a girl explaining man here where ama woman have time and I be so mega be a day live video now me do give explain I'm rubber man I'm rubber but here I'm dread you we must do it too so that I like I'm rubber or setting I'm dread you magam we kidnapper azo eto magam we rapi say eba mo dread you ma be zo eto. So these are things we do no mega zo mato awa gege wa mo wa do wa zo eto Remember my son of him with dread now. So I want to get more. Oh yeah, open my boot now, carry something, carry phone for my boot now, constant. They go for not day. So it's technical. When it was a girl, then those a girl with this short live video. Please share this video. Let this video go viral so that everybody will receive this message. Even in last of an akam causing when I na
anyhow, this is about 11 minutes video. I cannot play this, so but everything revolves around the same thing. And of course, he's trying to, the man is arguing to say that they've got the right to shave people's hair, you know, as far as they label them as armed robbers and stuff like that, and you know, and all that. And so but just recently, I think today, if I'm not mistaken, he came up with this again. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, people have issues with this one. This first footage I played just now, but this is the recent one. Many of you may not have seen this, but let's just take a listen.
Some of not be every of our boys get that orientation. Technical. Sorry, where video trip off of ban. Maybe is a get attend to one or two things. Even is a get guacamole. So this particular boy ni agbe to na to boy bo me ade e baraki bo we na the busy mama ona do explain me no trespass mama so a boy any particular na agbe to ni oji and the set of people no way man set of people no way man in report with us in take any operation with us. Anybody at the operation, men and operational head of Edo State security network, and we must there. We must there work for all that operation. And the boy he go away now, and not directed in when all the government has no reporters say. So I mean the boy time I no we na ina do am atano ro. Ina we do ham wa because I'm a very straightforward man.
What's your name? You say wait to carry you come this our office, this security network office. Wait to carry you come. Wait to carry you come. As in, get some boys. They record their self vigilante. They carry one to carry go there and their house. They book my man. Over man, see now they book vigilante. After that, they say I go say what I do. No more evidence I do. And for the first time, when they were carrying me, they look for their food more than 1 hour. So they carry me go there. What they call their office. You You say waiting, carry you for where?
For put.
Where they for carry you?
Carry for along the forest road here.
Forest road. Okay, they put for their boot. What did they say you do?
Nothing.
Just like that.
Just like that. Nothing. Which I do it.
Can you prove it?
Yes. Nothing.
Okay.
For there now, as we go to the region and they drop us. I don't know the kind of they drop us. And they drop us now. We take there. This is we pay ourselves.
Bail yourself.
I can't pay myself. I say how much to pay myself? I say it's 10,000 naira last.
10,000.
10,000 naira. I was like, I don't get any money one company. Now I come girlfriend, my wife, they come in. They come give me their own number, their own phone. People buy the charge card for me to come my girlfriend. They come in. As now, you know, a person gets 600 to me. They used to drag down and see me down. I go back to I go withdraw ATM. Come people to 10,000 naira.
Okay, where they carry you go? Where they carry you go?
Back on Bobby's side, open there, connect this side.
And they carry you go. You feel prove them. If government ask you, if you prove them, be sincere.
Yeah, if you prove them.
Then you say, they say me you bail yourself. With how much?
10,000 naira.
10,000 naira. So how you come waka now? What you come happen?
I'm gonna for them now. My friends they come here around. They say they see for face my alarm. Where they barb my hair. Even my family they come here. So I'm going to be asking me. I said, "What going?"
Barb your hair?
Barb my hair.
By who?
By one of the vigilante.
Vigilante no they do all those things. Vigilante no they barber person hair.
Make sure
the
person know where barb your hair. No, the guy with barb my hair. I don't really know the guy, but I know one for example they follow me Koboko. That's Wallity.
Wellity.
And now they beat us, and now they beat all of them. They are more. But the guy with barb my hair, I don't know his name. I will. It's not for the video. For that next time they book off for him when they barb my hair. Not barb my hair.
Okay, you know that one.
I know that one.
So you go mess me, you fish the man. Okay, now what you want me government do for you now?
I want me government help us as a more the rightful people more for us to they work with us. You know if they work for the society. They know the real vigilante will say we put our trust on. But if they help society for us, that one government for us.
Okay, who be all these people who follow you come?
They are my brothers.
Your brothers. Okay. Okay.
Okay, now they can show you the office of the real vigilante. Yeah.
Okay.
Face me, my brother. You see, this is Edo State Security Network, government house. My brother, for we, I am the head of operation. I believe no operation will be carried out without me. Any operation that is carried out without me, please, my brother, I'm not aware. And this issue, I'm not aware. Go in my table. Do you have any issue like this in my book secretary?
No, sir.
No, I have this in my table. One, anybody that do that on his own risk. As for me, it's barbaric. I don't like that. I don't support that. Here is our barrack. Anything we do here is neat. Because we are here to serve the Edo State. Not to give some of the humans inside pain. No, we are here. You see, waiting we don't do. We give glory, peace to Edo State, and waiting we get here for this. For some certain people, that people for me, the people you just mention, what do you call? You mention one name, Wellity or Awilo when you mention again. I will say it here fully. They are not with this Edo State Security Network, except they have their godfather elsewhere. Because they are not be working with us, they are not be coming to this our barrack, they are not be heading any training with us, they are not be heading any lecture with us, they are not be going and they are not moving with us to any operation. They did their own separately under Homeland Security. As for me, I'm the president of Area Bio Security Network Limited. But when we come back to say John Security, all network is here. It's a John task force. Then the leader have to make me the head of operation because I have the zeal to serve my country genuinely, nothing else. And I'll be sponsoring myself. I'll be using my car. I'll be taking care of me and my squad by myself.
Okay, that footage, has about 7 minutes to go, and so I don't think I can play all of them. But the area that interested me in that footage was when, apart from every other thing, when he mentioned that those other people group may belong to Homeland Security, and this has been some of the things that we've been talking about that we wanted to know. Okay, who is who amongst these guys? Okay, and we are very careful. We want to ensure it's our role duty to ensure that this whole idea of vigilante, which is a good intention by government to complement the effort of the police, is not being proliferated in such a way that they become a menace to the society. Okay, while we have the ones who are doing what ought to be done, we now have others who are probably doing so. In the light of these, if you permit me, I want to give a call across to Izubo, the head of, the operational head of the, as he called it, the operational head of the Edo Joint Vigilante. And of course, let's see if we can get him online to talk to us and of course answer some of these questions that people are asking. I'm dialing him right now. The phone is ringing. I actually want to have a chat with him before I go down into the things that. Hello. Hello, Chief Izubo, Domosa.
What's up, Baba?
Ujuame, this is Comrade Lante of the Comrade Show, and first, the only about Momua based on the things you guys are doing, and I want to tell you that you are live on Facebook.
Come again with the name, sir. Come again with the name, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Comrade Lante Mattesr Arising, the host of the Comrade Show.
Okay, Comrade Arising.
Yes. Come, Baba. I want to quickly put you on the alert. This call is already Facebook and on YouTube right now. People are watching. We just want to interview you to get clearance from some of the things.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Good. There's been a lot of allegations. First, let me thank you for what you guys have been doing, some of the good things we've been saying. There's been some allegations about Agbenasoito unjustly. And you came out to say, well, can you give more information on that? But people want to really know what is happening.
Okay, sorry. First and foremost, attack as the head of operation of Edo State Security Network. It may be anybody who honored Bomacho. You know the understanding of power. We pocket Picasso raw. You know, Ameriman, Mijima, the Ringo, the one of the Amuna, the Bawaki, we have a green winner. At the end of the day, my Muhammad big the carry on me. My young Mujedi, who master because of Gina, another Ayawe artist with me, because a dread in all minutes and a dread free and fair, no? If you know, man like all of me, so you know, or Bokba running. So when I had that thing, and I really record the very also now I went having more in social media. So I counter it immediately. But as today, my dear, I will not deny this. You know, the particular boy, I will send you the video here. I will send you the video where I don't add this number on your WhatsApp. I will send you the video and you are recording the person today. The boy and I do honor after me, honor here. Maybe a track am I well. No. The office the real vigilante ni no gelemu na ya fe. Here we born now. Let's go to that office. Me I don't have an office because the man made nobody report that issue before me. The man is one in my table and the man gives me mission in. At the end of the day, I want you to explain the way the man you were honestly me I don't ever something we no so return. Say on river. Willow and one other person also in Wellity. On where just another discover where Homeland Security. And for me, I speak to my people today. I fully without fear and favor. These people are not with me. They can be with anybody. But as for me, the head of operation in the Edo State Security Network, They are not with me because they are not working with me. They are not taking any report from me. They are not booking any operation from me. Because before you go to any operation as an operational head, you must come to my table to say, I'm going to so operation. Then I will be noticed, then I will make it what we call a joint task force. I'll pick from 47 group is the one that make a Edo State security network. So for today, every other group will belongs to in my council. Hey, when I come join together because when imagine more area Bible Security Service Limited, my president of it.
Yeah.
Again, that over here from over to conquer area here. But today, government now everybody will become who PC, who PD, who security service, who are now in my yard kubu, in my yard come. But these particular people, they are not giving even a video of the same particular people no. They are not with me. Since we started it today, I have one booking with them. So I will not do again. May I tell you, I am probably Yamak. So I can report to me when I come online immediately. Because I believe with yes. Edo level of at least that is my vow no yami arema because I want more yami arema. When you arema, I mean I mean man so no bother me car working when I head there operation here. Anybody go to any anana they are not with us, they are making register one day since the very day we flag up the government up to today. So that is what I know about Agbomacho.
Okay.
The command will explain. If one year not paying 10,000 naira, my name Vigilante, my only, my bill, my bill any suspect.
Okay. What's
the case of where we don't mama die and I'm going to a case kind we release it.
Okay.
Really, but all with the way where can't water and he want me. I will easily collect it without fear and favor. But if we want to come out and go to my bill, I have not do it. I'm like all the food team. No, they baraking me not go where gonna because the baraking my gym not going on.
Yeah.
My weak boy, my baby weak boy there.
Okay.
And I can't just another technical. I can't even know.
Very well. What's the carbon?
The issue again, I mean the video I do report to my man in a record there.
Yeah.
The record is with me.
Yes.
In a government, may not directed straight to government house.
Good.
Because I don't understand one of the things. But boy, he am making a Kenyan
okay. Like what's the carbon for that?
I tell the coordinator came about where I'm already going to the office to me every month where Aruna office. So it is the issue.
From what you are saying, we can get the understanding where apart from you people who are the legitimate people that the government has set up, it means that you operate in the name of Vigilante, but they are not the legitimate people. Is that what you are telling us?
See, let me make you understand now where this is a new movement where all VGN should come together.
Yes.
There is some VGN merging with this body. And anything here where we my way, I will Vigilante, I take my way. So these people, am I boom? Other villages here, boom, no my aim no sunu. So I am no sunu, it's a Kenana way. Because every day we see different groups, Hunter Vigilante by Hunter movement now. So I mean, Hunter, so you don't know, so no my 2 time I'm a Edo State now. Federal Hunter Law, Edo State Hunter Law, in my yard in law, could bring my mesh together. So some people here are not merge with us. No, you work and with the dark on the name of the I don't know how to put it, no somehow. Because you have anyway government in here. A set of people now, no cook with the Lena, why you are do food. So they are not allow you to and they are not submitting to this body, they are not with this body, and we don't for now we have reported them several times. But I believe they may take away with something about it. All these videos on social media today. Okay, because I'll be talking of this particular group. Nobody want to listen to it, but now I think they are saying it. So for me, as the head of operation of the Edo State Security Network, Nothing. These people are not with me. They are not be operating with me, and they don't have one register in my book. We have checked it since 3, 4, 5 days to get it right, and I can prove it now. That is it, my dear brother.
What's a kakabo? God will bless you. I want to quickly ask you another question that is flying around, because you people are serving Edo people and the government of Edo State, and for that reason we are very much interested. Some people are accusing you people, and it's flying around where some of your group are made up of a cult group called Aye, and so you are using your power to oppress another cult group near Aye, because you don't have the privilege of government to be vigilante. So the group of Aye and the vigilante are now oppressing Aye and vice versa. Can you speak to that, please?
Okay, let me tell you what you just said. This vigilante is not made for the Ayes, as people say. And I will fully tell you that. Because that is why organization remain, or rather the security outfit remain. We are feeling from where you are to November. The causes of issues. Let me tell you the truth here.
Yeah.
We have what we call a causes.
Okay.
Leader as the head of Anticotis.
Okay.
The joint task force in OC Anticotis. These particular people, some of them can be a member of different color, because that is the meaning of Anticotis. But fully renounce from the Federal Republic of Nigeria High Court.
Yeah.
Then they will now go to AIG or safety ID for some print.
Okay.
And for some document to be signed before you become a member of police security.
Okay.
So as a joint task force, they are with us, but they are not operating with us.
Okay.
Except when we have critical issues, we call the OC security that concern that issues to take care of that issues.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then I, the head of operation, will not lead the team as nature over there.
Okay.
Then saying where Ayes, police vigilante of Ayes, or also no, totally wrong. Because most of the people, no more or Uji, Fulani and the rest, most of the people no near to cut it in a run, a year no rinasi, Mafakiro, no rinasi, all color, no esoro, no worry, not the color. These people are really working seriously with the state to make sure there is peace in this state.
Okay.
Because these people, to the passport in Manamae during the time of them in the life of darkness. And the thing here has been the life of light. Here, mama, that darkness they will be posting into make sure that those things is peace.
Okay.
And not, I will tell you that where years of Norinas or any security outfit in Orihia. A political man record, or we are police or we run away and we will of our hair to robbery. A bunch of cabin, we know we will tell you, or I will bonny and I about praise, or I am that police on a resign. Or mommy wouldn't have laboratory here.
Okay.
Or Wushi, you know.
Yeah.
But I was in here to beg anywhere. I go in so raw, they cut to us in here now. I want more you're not making in here, look. It's so raw, and now press him, yo. It's so raw, and I force him, yo. It's so raw, and I to every law. So these people are forcing you, these people are my they can easily get us from it.
Yeah.
They are dead by body, near a warrior back or boy. So that they are back, they are dead back, and this is the idea. So where they want to come away now where a VGA over more than 15,000 members. all over the 18 local government, more than 15,000. It will come out I just a year or my factory then my mata might be mana.
Okay. Uwese, that's a very good point. Uwese. Lastly, I want to ask you, because the major threat now facing Edo State is the issue of we have lost him. I actually wanted to ask him the role they are playing to get the Fulani herdsmen, under check. Let me see if we can get him. Still, I hope that it's my credit that has run out. I think I'd like to ask him what role they are playing to get the Fulani herdsmen, under check, as it were, to complement the effort of the police. Hello, bro. Sorry, we lost you there for a moment. I just want to ask a last question, sir, or maybe penultimate question. The biggest threat to Edo State now is the issue of Fulani herdsmen. Can you give us updates what you guys are doing in that respect?
Issue of let me come back. The issue of Fulani herdsmen.
Yes.
That is in my head. That is not the main problem of our problem now.
Okay.
It is the first, but it's not all.
Okay.
When come away today, do one read the diaspora to my nigga.
Okay.
Very my way go on be whole forest in the Benin, in the 18 local government is filled up with Fulani herdsmen and Hausa herdsmen. Don't say Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen and Hausa herdsmen. Every blessed day, Hausa on Lawi Mana is more than 1,000. The same government can remember where one Nigerian or my right. A bunch of 32 people, like 25, 30, the boss of Ba. My media theory. My station theory. Only Robo Power. Our river is filled up with Niger Delta militants. Nakinapa Rima Vijima. Cannot make a name. Yeah, Wamuyamuyala. My cancer with them in the river. Airport road, Agba River, Eyayano, Boba River near Jero, meaning my way Guana. I know we are over, but they did Malia and the Togoria. Now I'm waiting to manage the one of my mother woman, we are so bona. Where a year ago. A bona from my mind, we are doing what is he said to ourselves? Sorry, where I'm on a background of Guayo. My arresting many neighbors who got my will be on. I can fix send it as you hear about a video lab on the rest of the when you're going on. At the end of the day, I want to Yamuka, we are in a women. I'm a moon and I'm on anybody. Can you imagine Taliban their nest of targets? Then our brothers and sisters, no move their one hour in your 60 minutes on the name of Cultism.
Okay.
POS, Okiamroba, the charge card. The road street, brand new there. A fire near begging near me. Even at the barrier taking.
Yeah.
So these are issue, but our people no rebel now. Sorry, I use this language generally. Though I offend you, why we were forgiving. Your pardon, I make you understand the way now where.
Yes.
I have a media doctor without questioning. Over a 1 year, you're questioning even our tech woman now waving now. The to God, the market will not marry going man. Imotove yakbone. Market loss of bar. I will find about what develop your but in Manivia do man. Mama number one, number two, I'm not I will willing Manivia to come from this. This is only power the Magaba Yadbunana. Because right now, my motor my memory ropa. Imotima Yakin at Tracy here. Remember my appeal, I have my Dayagwale here because the personal motor in my Yamu mission. Nobody today never like supported this group. It's too much na yaro grand etu mo against bar am you me no support fully from anywhere no na so and ma yiri ma dey for ma lu moto bima ma yiri mari rae ma gbegbe ma ga fene ma ga joko ma ga mere ma ga be this dey bullet in ma ya nwunya ma be gwa no fi go ya be dey house ni ma ya nwunya ma be the uniform bima ma be the no today yo yiji then if you remember why you not no like today we complain where about actually manami almost 300 but today manami 25 you see where everybody not live every day motor ni book for when so young yan so him so no carry motor no where ya nobody from anywhere no ever we no na so these are things not getting money we do now making about go forward nothing like I there they are taking if you want to do it now because mama on a politics no hijacking security here for politics.
Yes, of course.
And this is why I'm having problem with some people right now. Yeah. I don't play politics with my security. Yeah. I remain the head of operation of Edo Security Network. Nothing changes. But you were not eating there. So, Lala,
alright.
Only one thing I can't be here to whether or no weather.
Yeah.
They must sacrifice themselves for this mission. Let people support their movement.
Yes. I will on that.
I think question
yes, I will.
Go straight. Now you have to because of our week. With a now. I will claim that mama expect the breaking. Other villages, no one like other villages in another young sergeant. They are another Fulani. They are supposed to team up and come to this barrack. They want one packet of cartons, two cartons of bullets in them. Mama, when you are moving, let them buy us cartons of Isaiah when I bullet in a lawyer. I don't know of power. Here be on him, here with my love, we are getting delivered, the machine deliver. Our worst, my love, and my very soon my camera, but I.
Yes.
At the end of my village in one leg, and in another to that. Here we want to allow. I want to why you don't make money, no quality of one road. Oh, carry the body road at door. You have been a block, Lego road, whether in Bava. Manayaki, and on the Laha. Lagos road, no there. Manayaki, and on the Laha. In my way, I can't see my Lawa because the bullet here, bullet is AK. There must be a better proportion. I believe we put on your in my yak but because we are physical and spiritual. But support this body for Christ's sake. May not review about your papa. Do view me here saying you papa to be in Nana. You do a man say no man. A real man can sacrifice life and sacrifice everything about them for this movement. But most of our people with diaspora they are not here man nor in a vessel war here man in no margin. So near Allah near giving no margin and near are supporting no man. But I'm not planning many die what work there.
What's Baba? Even we I will if you otasoro nte no but he has be my privately, but I can assure you where a lot is already ongoing. Okay, people in the diaspora have congregated, and very soon you will be hearing from them. You know, but the other things are a bit technical, but I will call you privately and discuss with you. You know, so that we take it from there. And I will call it direct you to some people. Of course, even if not direct you, where they already have your contact, they will reach you.
That is why I earlier the better. We are facing
it will happen.
We are in the field 2 forces. The 3 days in my area. But I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
We don't need a person working a lot about a weapon, my bullet. In Ibiti, but I get body 30,000 near the packet of Vania because Kenyari Kinapaya Buriok Mother. They need enough killer to fight that fight there.
Yeah.
So now we are for some issue.
Thank you very much for your time. It was good we heard from you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, yes, I needed to have this conversation with, Chief Izubo because he was directly accused, or rather his team was directly accused of so many things, and a lot, of course, did come to me and all that. You understand what I'm saying? There are so many things I know about what is going on. Okay, some of them are too. There are things I cannot talk about. You understand what I'm saying? And all that. On the issue of what is happening in our bushes, I know very well that something is happening that is, of course, to protect the home front. Area Tony's on a part of Izubo, and of course, the other teams, as it were. We would like to try. We would do a lot more to try to, investigate further. If there are people who have not been authorized to be part of the Vigilante network and all of that, we are going to like to ensure that we bring the attention of the authorities to that, so that matter can be dealt with, so that we don't have unnecessary proliferations, as it were. And one thing I know is that the authorities have done quite, a lot to ensure that some of these things are combed, and I'm still, hammering on it. But by the grace of God, I'll be given a timeline that within a period of time, that everything is going to be calm in Edo State, internally and externally, as it were, and all that. However, it's looking increasingly like, there are some other groups of people who appear to be, doing the work of Vigilante. I call themselves Vigilante, and we group all of them together. And of course, with what Izubo has said, what he has established, it means they are all not together. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is where I talked earlier that there is a need for proper regulation of these apparatus. And I am not, putting this on the doorstep of the executive arm of government alone. I think that the legislative arm of government need to take a proper lead in this. We need proper legislation to bring all of these people, particularly within the metropolis and environs, and bring them under proper regulation. Very importantly, you understand, because at the end of the day, the issue of security is not one that anybody should just dabble into and all that. I saw this footage earlier today, and somebody sent me this footage. To be very honest, I was not let me reserve my own my feelings about this, but I just want you to watch this footage. It's still part of this security matter. We're going to talk about a whole lot of things, you understand what I'm saying, and all that. Please, let's watch this footage and see what I'm talking about.
I want to tell you fuck each other. How many times you fuck am? Why you are the talk? How many times you fuck am?
3 times now fuck am.
Eh?
3 times.
3 times now you fuck am?
Yes, sir. You even carry condom for us. Some man of fuck authentic people might use condom. Inside a small basket, the condom, the extra condom sit there inside. Yes.
How many times suck your dick?
As in, for 1 hour safe, I never still come. They suck me steady. That other because they open the room, they distract us, because they place. Because someone not lock, because they lock the give us that's my body. Because they steady sucking. That person I say, oh Bob, relax. Now you tell me say you just come me, so I not deal. And they used to control me from whoever just come. They ask you say as a guy because
they open your eye, they talk.
Sag must fuck calm. I swear to God, I fuck her 3 times. I pour 3 times.
Oh yeah. How many times you fuck you? What be your name?
My name is Ogeneruna.
Oh yeah, begin to talk. How you waka?
Okay. I suck him for. I suck him normally, but he not release. So I suck him normally, he not release. So he can't fuck me for palo.
Where you fuck you for palo?
Not for yansh. For my yansh.
Stop that motor. Stop and make him. Oh yeah, na.
For my yansh.
You fuck your yansh. How many times fuck your yansh? How many times fuck your yansh?
I'm not like when he fuck me, he not release. But he fuck me more than like 2 hours. He still they fuck me.
More than 2 hours?
Yeah.
He still they fuck you?
Yeah. Wait now.
Talk now. No flog now. Come face your wife. Face your wife now. I'm gonna face each other.
My wife will na business. Only for giving money.
Yes, sir. We are face her now. But not you fuck her.
They find 3,000.
Oh yeah. Guy, face her, turn your leg. Not flog him, not flog anybody. Oyana, talk her mad here. Face your leg, mona carry on her leg, enter each other. Oya, dress near each other.
Okay, like this.
Anyway, I would not want to play the whole of this footage. The reason why I actually played this was because this again underscored the very reason why I am thinking very seriously that there is a need for proper regulation. People in working at Vigilante need to know exactly the modus operandi of their operations, particularly with things like this. Okay. The issue of course, holding a suspect, barbing his hair because the suspect is an armed robber, and all this and all that and all of that. I think that there is the proper need for proper regulation, proper training, so that these guys get to understand exactly what is happening. This issue, the last video I just played just now, that has to do with people carrying out homosexual activities and stuff like that. I think there's a place in law for this kind of things and all of that. Having to do with public molestation as this, like we just saw on this footage. I don't know the group of vigilante that were responsible for that just now. Okay, the molestation that took place with those two young men. Whatever they did, is not in tandem with what our society agrees with and all that. But that happening the way it did, and Vigilante became the ones who started taking laws into their hands, molesting them, flogging them, and doing all of that. At the end of the day, there's no way that even edifies our society, as it were. So, looking at all of these things happening, of course, I did ask a question just now. People are saying that in this Vigilante, some people are a group of, cultists. I mean, they are a cult group. In fact, I was called. Somebody said, "Oh, one group like this is made up of ayes." Black as confraternity. Whenever they are all going out to ensure that they chase down what's it called, the other people, and all that. When they see them, they molest them, they even shoot them, they do this, they do that. And there's another group where they have more of members, so, and all of that. But these are all allegations that we cannot independently verify. You understand what I'm saying? But speaking just now, Izubo did say that he cannot, attest to the fact that among their 15 member strength, that he cannot say that there are no people who are non, ex-members of some of these cult groups and all of that. So, looking at this, it doesn't matter whatever anybody belongs to, as it were. It's important. It's important. And I think that we are going to thoroughly, from the Comrade Show, push for this. Particularly from the legislative arm of government, there is the need for proper regulation of this vigilante. I did say that right now, okay, if we look at Amotekun is seriously backed by state laws. It is established by the Houses of Assembly of the Western region. And I think that we should do the same thing. We have the boys, okay, we have the vigor, we have the everything. What we now need to do as a people is to take a bid through the House of Assembly, legalize this process in a way, let it pass. It cannot just be, under, government executive order by the office of the governor. You understand what I'm saying now? It should be, there should be enabling laws setting this thing up and all of that. And of course, laying boundaries for them. You understand what I'm saying now? Proper, reform, so that these people will know what they should and they should not do. For instance, I mean, we can decide to argue this whichever way we choose. You understand what I'm saying now? Whether somebody is confirmed to be armed robber or it's not an armed robber, I don't believe any security arm of government, okay, has a right, okay, to shave anybody's hair. You understand what I'm saying now? A lot of these things that we take into our hands as, the laws we take into our hands, some of them actually are things that the court need to attend to, as it were. People should be arrested, you understand what I'm saying, and taken through the process and taking them to the court and all of that. Thank God the government of Edo State right now, they've strengthened the judiciary, Okay, the courts are now becoming, you know, very active and all of that. We have a lot of people right now in the courts, working in the courts. So there is a need for us to take more cases to court so that proper judgment can be meted out. And at the end of the day too, it's important that everybody get to understand that, you know, until proven guilty, everybody is considered innocent. You understand what I'm saying now? So even if you catch somebody with guns and all of that, there is still a procedure, you understand, within the confines of the law, that these things need to be taken through. Of course, I'm not referring to the external aggressors, the ones that are invading our forest, invading our land and all of that. You know, this says something else now, is that where, you know, some things do happen and all of that. And they happen where they happen, you know. And I know that some things are actually happening, you understand what I'm saying? And some of which people cannot just publicly come out, you understand? But the effort to ensure that the Edo home front is defended, that effort is ongoing. And that effort may be exclusive effort, okay? It may not be an effort that is, you know, that is collaborated, you know, or in collaboration with this everyday, you know, vigilantes that we have right now. And that Edo State is doing something, you know, in that regard to ensure that, you know, our forests, they are combed, and of course everything is in order. You understand? But we are going to keep on investigating these matters. Any areas we feel that as Edo people we consider that, oh, these policies are not good enough, be rest assured we are going to talk about some of these policies. However, I'm going to really, you know, want Edo people to understand that the problem of security, you know, has actually mounted, you know, over the years, not just in Edo State, across Nigeria. So which is the reason why this matter is as technical as it is a matter that needs a very holistic attention. Anybody who's out there waiting for a 24-hour magic for Edo security to be, you know, top notch, as it were, my brother, my sister, it's not going to come, because these are matters that require strategy and operation. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to take calls, so, but let me just take this call. I don't really know if I'm supposed to. Hello. Good day, sir. Yes, I'm live, sir. I don't know if you're aware of that. Go ahead, sir.
That is what happened concerning the vigilante.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, what happened in Uselu about the vigilante?
Yes.
This vigilante, they have a group of vigilante comprising of Ayes, and one-man fight was among the vigilante. So those Aye excuse the man fight. I will send you the picture.
Okay.
They tell the man fight, oh, wait, that one wait. Before you know what was happening, another group of Ayes come and kill the man fight. As I speak to you now.
When was this?
That was 3 days ago. 3 to 4 days. I will send you the information and the phone number of all those things.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry, sir. This allegation you are making right now, were you physically present? Did you see that happen, or somebody reported it?
I have the family of the man fight who was killed, and their friends. I have family contacts. So he was killed. Then, as I speak to you now, ask anybody from Benin between Uselu to Ubo, that side. It's a no-go area now. Those man fights, they are not dressing like vigilante. That the same dressing, the state vigilante, they are dressing the same dressing to even go and be searching for Ayes. There's a problem around that place. And another one again. I want to send you a video, and all of them were Ayes, Kingsley and Oppo. And I will make sure their name are Willow. They were using electric shock to be extracting information from someone. And I will send you, if you want me to send it, I can send it to you now.
Please do.
And when they were using electric to be shocking somebody, to be extracting information. So what am I trying to? I am not blaming anybody, but I am trying to make a point. My point now is, those vigilantes have right to be carrying out investigation. That is to be using electric to be shocking human being. Are they trained for that?
Okay.
So, as I speak to you now,
yeah.
If you want me to send you that video, I have. As I'm here, man fight. They are sending me their video. They are sending me their own.
Who are you? Who are you, sir?
My name is Ui.
What are you? You appear to be at the center of this matter all.
I am not happy the way the killings is going, because that is why the people that are suffering, they are our own indigenous people. They are the people from Edo State.
Yes. Okay, please. Every material. Yes, every material you've got, please send them across, please. Please. Another call has come to intercept him because he called through WhatsApp. Hello. Hello. Domo, sir. If I am live, I don't know if you are aware of that. Okay, go ahead. Okay. 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 After this broadcast, I will give you a ring back. You know, the caller who just called us is actually referring to the same matter that this caller just talked about and all that. And of course, he told me some things just now, and I'm going to ring him back to get more information concerning that, but not really in the light of what this young man presented, the last caller. Well, what is very clear here is that the issue of vigilante in Edo State may be degenerating into something that we have not bargained for. Apparently, there is the need for the authorities to be very attentive to what is happening right now in Edo State. While we are trying to ensure that we stamp out cultism, increasingly allegations are coming up to say that, cultism is becoming the order of the day. There is no doubt in my mind that there is a group already set up by the authorities of the state to complement the effort of the police, okay? And I'm very sure that that group is still they are a bit regulated because they are still working in tandem with what should be at the level of the state. But from what the person who just called now said, there may be some other groups, okay, as alleged, who are already impersonating, vigilantes in Edo State. And these groups, as alleged, are themselves, cult members, flying different colors. And so everybody is now appear to be using vigilante to hunt down their own, adversaries, as it were. Unfortunately, and sadly too, if all these allegations are true, it should bother every well-meaning Edo person. It should bother us so much so because it is sad to understand that at this time when we are faced with a very palpable existential threat, in the guise of invaders from other regions of this country, flooding our forests in the name of herdsmen, flooding our forests and destroying, what's it called, livelihoods, and killing people and maiming people here and there. We seem not to be able to have the wisdom to understand that wherever we are in Edo State, there's a common enemy that all of us need to combine to fight. That in itself is very disheartening. It's troubling, you understand, to say the least, and all that. Now, it's now as I sit here, in the course of the week, within the week, I was now trying to take stock, and I was reliably informed, where I may not be able to verify this independently, I was reliably informed that if we want to go by way of statistics, okay, it is probably fair to say that over 60 to 70% of the Edo State youth are all members of one cause group or the other. Now, this, as far as I'm concerned, is a huge threat. This is a huge threat because at the end of the day, when you say you want to eliminate cultism, you want to do this, how do you go about that when almost the entire population, okay, is already one thing or the other as far as cultism is concerned? So, in the light of this, I have been thinking and trying to find a way to see how we can manage the situation. Because if we have that much, even if we have 50% of Edo State youth as cultists, okay, belonging to one cult group or the other, I probably think that, one of the solutions to these things will no longer be, fighting or killing this. Will not be, probably just be an idea to have an umbrella cult group where all of us will belong to. So all of us will become cultists ourselves. You understand what I'm saying now? Let me take this color. We all fly the same color. We all believe in the same thing. We all part of the same thing. Because, let me take this color and find out. Hello. Good evening.
Hello?
And I can hear you. Talk to me. Hello. I'm live, and I don't know if you're aware of that. Talk to me, sir. I want to hear you first. What do you want to know? What do you know about it?
So he's just lying, though. Make it clear to the head that he's just lying. Because that man with Izubo, because Izubo swear for him. Anything that Izubo is.
No, so can you repeat? I didn't quite hear that clearly. You said the man was what? Was what?
This man that who he that called just that said his name is who he that he say I just kill one my fat in Seluru. It's a lie. His name is who he live in Germany. That man that used to resort over. He used to get information. He said lies. He's just lying.
How do you know he's the person?
I know his voice now. I know his voice. His name is Uyi. He lives in the German number. I check the number. It's German number now. It's Uyi. That man that used to talk to our Oba in here.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Please make it clear to the head that man is just lying. It's a lie.
Okay.
Please make it clear to the head because it's a big lie. Because it's always against that man because that man swear for him.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for the information. Thank you.
It's a lie. My family live in Uselu. My mama and my papa is still Uselu.
Okay.
Now lie. Clear the head to now lie.
Are you saying that did not happen in Uselu?
Nothing like that happened. I lie. They talk again. Like now so that when they sort of back for Germany now lie they talk. Nothing like that happened.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Make a plan with I beg.
All right.
Do not lie.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Anyhow, I'm not going to go into that. So, like I was saying, please, if you want to call directly. I'm not going to take WhatsApp calls because at the end of the day, I don't get to hear what everybody is saying. If you want to call directly. I won't be taking WhatsApp calls. I want to take direct calls. Just call directly. Because when you call through WhatsApp, somebody else calls indirectly. We don't get to hear what you're saying. So you better just call directly. So like I was saying, if the statistics that I was giving the course of the week to say that, when over 60, 70 to even 80% of Edo youth, young people, are cultists today, probably the only solution is for us to establish one cult group that all of us will belong to. Whether you are here, you are here, you are this, you are... Let all of us come together and be part of one cult group so that all of us can try to love each other because we belong to one and the same thing. Because the way it is right now, if you decide to kill 70% of our youth, as it were, in the name of where a cultist in Yahi, you understand what I'm saying now? The money you care. Now the issue is not that more people are even part of that. They are in the police, they are in the civil service, they are everywhere. Hello, I can hear you. Go ahead, sir. Good evening, sir. Somebody just said that. I didn't know. Somebody just said the same thing just now.
Yeah, you see that's how you give wrong information everywhere.
Okay, it is noted. Thank you very much. Somebody has just said that. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your information. All right.
I didn't know who was calling because there was no name, and so somebody just mentioned that just now. So I don't know. But one thing we don't do really is that whatever information anybody brings, okay, without proof, we don't really hold them very strongly, as it were. We try on this program. We try to work with as much proof as we can get. Okay, and sometimes if I don't present proof about what I'm talking about, if I talk about it with confidence, know that there are some things I cannot release about the situation. Like I talk about the security, there's so much I am privileged to know about the effort of the authorities on the Edo security, particularly securing the home front. And some of those things are they are too technical for anybody to talk about. I cannot talk about them, you understand what I'm saying, and all that. So, but on the issue of, of cultism, like I said earlier, there was this blanket, what's it called, argument made that over a huge percentage of Edo people are cultists, you understand? To the extent that somebody sent me a video where a 9-year-old child, was claiming to belong to one of the cult groups, and I told myself, so has this degenerated this badly, as it were. So when you look at it structurally, the state of our nation, the state of Edo State, is really not palatable. I can tell you, security-wise, internally and externally. Which is why this matter is really very dicey, and we need all of us together to fight, our common problem. And the common problem we have is not us within. And I don't know why these boys who belong to this and belong to that cannot at least, why must killing, fighting, oppression be the order of the day when it comes to cultism? Why? Why can't cultists begin, you belong to Aye. Why can't you guys come together and begin to do something productive in the land? Where, this is Aye. Ayes are beginning to grade roads. They are beginning to put asphalt on roads. They are beginning to ensure that there's proper management of things in the state. They are beginning to ensure that they governance market, to ensure that there's cleanliness in our markets. Why can't we have these cult groups do things that everybody will emulate, that everybody will be happy about? Why can't you be a member of a year and you guys use your platform with the numbers you have, pull resources together, begin to put street lights everywhere across Edo State, and put your number. This one is being donated by a year for the development of Edo State, or by Manfight, or by Aye. Why can't we subject this to the common good of the land? In what way is it beneficial? In what way? Decadence in our society has just become something else. Something else. Somebody called me earlier today, and of course we talked about way back. When even a matter where maybe a very cutting was never a street matter. It was never a street matter. If you be mistake or whatever, you have school, you understand? Nobody wants to even come out and identify, publicly. Hello. God bless you, sir. Talk to us.
My name is Godwin. I'm from Edo State. I've been listening to your program, and you are doing a very great job. What we need in that state, because when you look at it, majority of our youth, they belong to one God to another.
That's what they said.
I think what we need there is to lecture them, preach to them the importance of love and unity. Killing each other that has no meaning. Killing each other, there is no joy from there. We need to lecture them the unity and love, and also the disadvantage of this country, so we can move our state forward. When you look at it, the major problem we have in that state is this country. Now, okay, look at it now. The states, our governor, he did all he could, at least, to make security in that state. And majority of those securities, they belong to one country or another.
Okay, just.
How do you expect?
Okay, please.
How do you expect?
Okay, please, just round up. Round off in 15 seconds, sir.
Hello?
Round off in 15 seconds.
Okay, how do you expect for them to give us a good result It is not possible because they belong to one culture to another. They will start killing themselves. All we need is unity, love. Let us preach love to them. Let us teach them. Let us make them understand. Killing each other does not. It will not take them to anywhere.
All right, sir. The point is well noted, sir.
Of this, this is what we need in that state.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. I appreciate. The point is noted. To be honest, I'm at my wit's end, man. In fact, anyway, we need everybody on board. We need everybody to be on the same page. We cannot have this. There's something that has made a lot of headlines, or particularly on social media. It's gone viral. I want to play this footage. We're swinging in here at Guacan, swinging in societal decadence. I want to touch on this. Just watch this footage, please.
They're the type of destiny. And they throw money, every year don't cast for me. Yeah, so money they pick. That's so, life and direct. I want to go precise. Direct, Yahoo boy, they throw money. Don't carry your head.
Well, I that footage has gone very, very much. It's made a lot of headlines, and I mean I just played a bit of it because you know he only had but just a point or so. The reason why some of these things are the way they are at this moment is because of loss of value, you know, in our land. Now, you see these young men now, in Filio, they are throwing money. Some people call them Yahoo boys, Yahoo plus, and all of that. And at the end of the day, all of these things, they are all, holistically, they all combine to make our society what it is. Okay, people now go crazy about, you know, having to, you know, quest for. I'm not making one as a problem, go as the extra mile, and all of that. So, somebody sent me this thing, and somebody gave me a call. And what the person told me, no, you have a player here. You know, honor you know what about tingle my ear. And that some of these boys, they go about some ritual activities. Here do I so the ego need array, they tell them where ego need have to be spent the very same day. You know, they really must not see the next day. And so whatever they do, I make sure where ego need on my phone, because ego need man phone it, or not like the next day. We will no longer be effective. At the end of the day, you know, the person was telling me when you to be a mechanic in him. When you are moto, what's his name? No, a car wash and a winner. Or moto and all of that. You know, you get better than moto ni, you're not kidding boot, you kidding booty. You waggy, yeah, you whistle, you know. With the boots, you're not cleaning me here everywhere and all that. But you go to my boom, you understand? You're gonna moto, you are moto. You only no winning any carton of one or here qua you wear the boots. I know what's about what we. You know what the boss in there being in there. The person is talking to me directly. You know what the boss in there, I don't know him. Yeah, I mean he sent his boy to go and, you know, raise the car. He couldn't really like, you understand? By the time the man came, came to collect his key, the person was asking me, did you open my boots? You know, I said no. Thank God you didn't open the boots and all of that. The guy drove off. He knew immediately where, you know, one of those ritual arenas. And at the end of the day, when they are doing these ritual things, okay, they are killing people to do it. They are killing their families. They are killing their friends. They are killing people to sustain it. They are equally killing people to sustain it. They are doing a lot of. So the depth of that in itself Today, Izubo just made mention of where Malians and Togolese, they are now all over Edo State. Okay? These people are coming to the state. Anything those Zobo don't have protect anybody. But they are the ones coming right now. They are the ones now taking our people through this process of ritual, killings and all of that to make them get rich quickly. So these are issues that we need to look at very seriously. In every way. In every way. I saw one in my money here a church. Man, I think we need to redefine the value system of of our state if we really need to move forward. Everything's anyway a problem. And so people get divided, but if it's a stage so everybody gets united to fight a common cause. And then invasion by headsmen, whether they are Fulanis or Hausas or whatever, in our bushes, is one that actually needs to call for our unity. But some of us are gallivanting and maybe not by Sunu. And even in the midst of this, COVID-19 is already killing people anyhow right now in Edo State. It is reported now where in the last 48 hours, Edo State loses nearly over 40 persons in it to COVID-19. So there is so much that we need to do. Some people will just carry away government. Government is not the one who's going to tell you not to do ritual killing. Government is not the one who's going to tell you not to join cultism. There are things that we need to. It should be our contribution to state. You are there and you are watching me. You are probably in that Nigeria there. What has ever been your own contribution to the state development? Can you sit down truly ask yourself, well, yes, in this area I have made contributions to the growth of humanity in Edo State. But we can count many of you now that are very retrogressive to society. You go to armed robbery, you kill people, you make people, you swindle people. Retrogression. How many people can really come out and beat their chest where yes, they are contributing to human development as far as Edo State is concerned? How many? But Usul Mani, among those of us, all making noises say, well, government has not done this, government has not done that. But when you hide away from the people, some of you are the ones who are becoming problem to the state. I'm really not here because I want to castigate anybody. But I think we all need to sit down. It doesn't matter what you are, whether you are a cultist or you are this, we need to sit down and probably find space where we can make contributions towards the state development. Killing somebody because you are a one court member, you're very court away, there is no way that is. I don't know, man. This devil that is using you guys must be a very powerful one. Unfortunately, one up is setting low. If I is setting low, why can't you guys just sit down and understand? Edo people, the problem is really much. It's much. I want to play this footage so that we understand that the problem is much. It's much. Please let's see this footage. And I'll be flying for a while. Let's see this footage.
As far as they one place, then they laugh, then they drink bottle. They never come and say, I they find you trouble. But to that way, they not be one person then they kill here. That 100 people they want kill. Because if you trouble come here, you don't know small picking. You don't know anything. Anybody. Any person who enter the village, any person who is seen at to shoot and kill him, you don't go know that day brother. Something before army come, you can say some army stuff you know go fit.
Look at him face self, you know.
I tell you. He get a place where some fight the boss there, then call army go there, surrender like this. He carry the whole gun, give the Fulani. They carry and go, they say make it then go. Nobody saw they happen. Okay.
And anybody where they kill, they don't kill.
They don't kill. We as they see us, they get something where we they see, where we sabi, but we don't tire. We know one time.
Yesterday, whole feeling for the with meeting.
Yesterday, they call us, then go meet Buhari for grant.
Yes.
For Abuja.
Yes,
You see, they go meet Buhari like this. They beg Buhari. They say Buhari, they want to do something for Abonyi here. Buhari say make it they not try and make it they wait.
Wow, no good.
Now in a village, if these people will be group, na Igbo, no be saying another country. Like making the nothing say that way Boko Haram they do. They test say then they do them, then they succeed. Boko Haram said What you see, where they do and not be one language. They are gave group. But they no go come for village like we begin to kill this and kill this and they go. Make we not tell these people. What you see, this report, you don't need the whole Nigeria. Abonyi, you get to wait in the sea. Who they tell you now? Now, the day where you see, say, Fulani, don't pack it, your house, go. No single Fulani. You wait there here, go tell you, say, no sleep. But now, una be eye here. Make una the control, make una the tell them. I beg. Anyhow, trouble we good. Peace is better person.
Yes, sir. If
they sing, how they sing, it better. Quiet, it better. Not be way something don't happen before you say, huh? If you to say, I know, I for do like this. That one don't pass. See? If you see this man where them go kill it, them burn him. His wife, he died last week. Only he was picking. He can't kill the father again, live on zero. Now they don't carry, and that day when they go give the Buhari the pepper, Buhari they cry.
Sure.
You get to one people from Zampara, they say, now human being they do this thing. They say, I better make we leave. We say no. We know they carry our action first. Make it the report to reach everywhere first. I think they hear me. Okay, so far say you see, then they carry this thing go far. America people, then they put this thing, then they hear them. Okay, if the day when the trouble boss, who go help you?
Nobody.
See? Before you see government, no, some people don't die. What that government go? As this is what they do for film now. Where government? Maybe some people carry the children they run. But you then thank God if in a Fulani, they know that way then they run, they know they see where then they follow run. Like I tell you, Fulani fight is no good. Oh. We they tell you now, when you see or say, these people like bush, fear them more. Make I they tell you. Any person where you don't see that fight where you see there, you know go pray God for your life, make you fight with that people. We might as we dey here now, we dey fear. That's why you see anything where we hear sometimes, we know they make it fall. You get some call where they do, it go bad for you.
Go affect you and even.
I play this footage because this young man, a Fulani himself, further, gave us reasons why we need to take this matter seriously. Not just in Edo State. Because at the end of the day, even if we clear those states, clear all of our bushes and all of that, and the other states everywhere around us, okay, you still having these issues. I play this footage because I did, get a call, a classified call, I will call it, that we don't know what we are playing with, all of us in the South. We don't know what we are playing with. And that what we are saying, okay, there is no way we are going to treat this with any form of levity if we understand what is coming. If we understand what is coming. When I saw this footage, and of course, reasoning, trying to, what's it called, look at the whole picture of that call I received from, one young man. I remember that I have this footage I've always played in the last 2-3 weeks, as the case may be, what this man was talking about. Let's just take it just to remind us what this man was talking about.
And people don't give him his due. Do you think you would have tolerated such nonsense? General Abacha famously said that if an insurgency lasts for more than 2 days, the government knows. That is the real and the truth. And let me make some revelations, because some of us also have our own intelligence networks.
Okay.
Have met with some of the bandits. We have met with some of their high commanders. 1 or 2 who have repented. They have sat down with us, not once, not twice. They told us that one of the northern governors is the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria. Boko Haram and the bandits are one and the same thing. They have a sophisticated network. During this lockdown, their planes were moving up and down as though there was no lockdown. Moving ammunitions, moving logistics, moving money, and distributing them in different parts of the country. They are already in the south, in the rainforest of the south. They are everywhere. They told us that when they finish these rural killings, they will move to phase 2. The phase 2 is they will go into the urban cities going from house to house, killing prominent people. I can tell you, this is the game plan. By 2022, they want to start a civil war in Nigeria. Don't joke with what I'm saying. I have a PhD from Oxford University. I'm a central banker. We don't talk nonsense. So don't joke with what I'm telling you. I have this from the highest possible authority, higher authorities of some of the commanders of the killers and Boko Haram.
You said northern governors, past or present, Dr. Badaya?
No, current. No, they said one of them is the commander.
Yes, it is the phase 2 he talked about. Phase 2, where they will finish with the rural areas, and they now move to the cities and start killing people from house to house. And eventually, they intend by 2022, where they would have been ready. That is their timeline, according to him, based on the information he's got. And that eventually they will start a civil war, if not a genocidal war, where they will eliminate everybody and of course subject the rest to their own powers. They will eventually own all the lands. And again, this again further buttress the point being made when the Mieti Allah people came out to say all land in Nigeria belongs to Nigeria and therefore they have the right to stay anywhere. I'm going to respond to that yet again, because there is the need for us to understand what is coming, so that all of us making noise, okay, we can be more practical in the kind of noise we are making, to understand that what we are faced with is an existential threat. You understand? One that threatens our own territorial integrity, one that threatens to make us tenants in our own land, as it were. Listen to what the governor of is it Kano or Kaduna State had to say, Erufai. Just listen to him on this.
The government of Kaduna State notes with great concern video clips circulating on social media platforms like WhatsApp, in which citizens of a particular ethnicity are being massacred and their properties destroyed in parts of Nigeria. This is coming amidst avoidable rhetoric, frenzied ethnic profiling, and unlawful eviction of citizens from their places of domicile. Many citizens of Kaduna State have reached out to me as their governor to confirm the authenticity of these video clips. Some allege that these incidents have the support of the leaders of the places where attacks have occurred. While I'm unable to confirm the authenticity of the video clips, their impact on the peaceful coexistence of our people is a source of concern. On behalf of the government of Kaduna State, I call on all Nigerians living in our state to respect law and order and the rights of all citizens to live in peace and security wherever they reside or work. I appeal to my colleagues governing other states in our country to make similar statements and disavow these attacks and massacres. We must avoid anarchy and vigorously promote the rule of law and the right of all citizens to life, liberty, and livelihoods wherever they choose to reside. Elected and appointed leaders across the country must act on their constitutional obligations to protect all citizens, uphold order, and contribute to a climate for peaceful resolution of all issues. In Kaduna State, we are learning from decades of unfortunate and needless experiences. We have faced the tragic manifestations of the indigenous settler divide. This has been compounded by criminal activities that often have fatal consequences. But the victims of criminal actions like banditry and kidnapping in our state cut across all ethnic and religious groups. We have resisted the attempt to tar all members of any ethnic group for the criminal actions of some of their members. At all times, our government has upheld the right of every citizen to live in peace and pursue legitimate livelihoods wherever they choose. This is why we ordered the arrest of persons who issued an unlawful eviction notice to our citizens of a certain ethnicity in 2017. The impunity and calculated disregard for a common humanity that prompted such irresponsible rhetoric is sadly at play again. The genuine fears felt by people across the country for their safety and security imposes a responsibility on all leaders to ensure that these anxieties are assuaged and urgent steps taken to relieve human misery and stop the criminal actions that menace our citizens and their property. This should be the top priority. It is time for governments and leaders at all levels to step in, exercise firm action, engage people, and ensure that the responsibility these dire times demand are not derailed by those who only see opportunity for their own myopic agendas. We cannot allow, by inaction or otherwise, the reign of anarchy where fear creates a tragic momentum of violence, blurring the lines between victims and perpetrators and complicating a difficult moment. We urge our representatives in the National Assembly to expedite action on the constitutional amendments that will usher in state and community policing, as this is the ultimate panacea for effective law enforcement nationwide. We should not allow the criminal actions of insurgents and bandits to tear our country apart. We should not be seduced into the dangerous passion of blaming innocents, declaring them guilty of the crimes of others, evicting them, killing and destroying their property. In difficult times, we must uphold the right of everyone to live with security and safety. The frenzy of ethnic labeling makes solutions difficult and can only guarantee disorder, violence, and pain. Governments and security agencies must rein in all non-state actors, tackle hateful rhetoric, and protect all communities. Those that engage in criminal acts must be arrested and prosecuted without regard to their ethnic or religious persuasion. Civic leaders across ethnic and religious lines in all our communities should also help calm the heated passions of the moment.
Anyway, I had to play this sound bites to of course to respond to some things here that I think that El-Rufai did not quite talk about. Of course, I think the speech was sounded like a presidential speech and all of that. What we never get from our president. People are now beginning to jump into that this thing. But what he failed to realize, and talk about is that we have bandits everywhere and across Nigeria and across everywhere in the southern part of Nigeria, and profile solution on how to ensure that these bandits are taken out of our bushes. Now look at what we have. Right? In the case of Edo State, I'm going to talk about Edo State. In our bushes, they come in their droves. They come in the name of being herders. Now, when they arrive, they start engaging in different kinds of nefarious activities, including trying to take over the farmland of our people, killing them in the bushes, raping our women, and stuff like that. We have seen cases too where they feed their cows with farm produce that our farmers have had to work hard. You understand what I'm saying now? For probably throughout the year, seen places where they tear down a whole barn of yam in their hundreds, destroy the yams, feed these yams to their cows. Now the contrast in this is this: we have a lot of Nigerians of the Southern Divide residing in the northern region, in Kano State and in Kaduna State, and everywhere all around. We have Igbos everywhere, we have Yorubas everywhere. But whatever the Igbos are and the Yorubas are, they are doing their business, they are doing whatever they do. They have either rented a house, or they have bought a house, or they have built a house. They are living within the confines of the law. Okay? They don't just come and reside anywhere. Okay? They have contracts to that extent. Wherever they live outside of their hometown, outside of their villages. But in this case, the Fulanis and the Hausas, or whatever they call them, the herders, the terrorists, they carry guns unauthorized. No police, no IG questions them. Okay? They come to the bushes. When they reach the bushes in our thick forest, they reside and start building their huts there. Uninvited, unauthorized. You didn't speak to that, El-Rufai. I expected to do that. Let me take this call out. Why are you using WhatsApp? Hello? Hello? Yeah. This is a commercial, sir.
Okay. So anyway, I'm watching you live. So I just want to... hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
So I'm just trying to contribute, So we all are aware of what is really going on in our country about this ethnic group of a thing. So especially this Fulani herdsmen. So my own contribution is I just want to be specific and I just want to go directly. The problem is, I think if any Fulani, my own suggestion, what I saw on Facebook, my own suggestion is, I don't know if it's allowed for me to say that on Facebook.
Okay, I will take it off Facebook. Talk to me, let me hear you, sir. Yes. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Good suggestion. Thank you so very much. Okay. Splendid. Splendid. Where's the car, bro? Where's it? All right. We'll talk later, sir. All right, bro. Thank you. Okay. Well, he's made some contribution. I think yes, true to his word. It's a classified one. Of course, it's noted. We will. I will suggest it to the appropriate quarters. Hopefully, they should act on that. It's a good suggestion, I think. So, like I was saying, these guys are in our bushes. They just come. They just reside somewhere. Okay? Yes, we're ball hot yeva and all that. By the time the people who own the land come, I want to say, before they know what is happening, they just unleash terror on them. Now, the reason why everybody lives somewhere. Everybody lives somewhere. We are not a nation of people. We are not, in the South, we don't have the culture of it's not our culture. Every land is owned by somebody. If not by somebody, it's owned by government. And there is no land that is free in Nigeria. Somebody owns the land. So for Arafat to say that they can freely reside anywhere, thank God you said reside anywhere, they work and this and all of that. But if you must reside somewhere, you must reside on certain agreements. Either you are buying the place outrightly, you are renting the place, you understand what I'm saying now? Or there must be some agreement to make you reside where you are residing, as it were. So you don't just force your way to reside. So therefore, when you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. And that's what this case is becoming right now. Now, but Fulani people, we are seeing footages everywhere. They are dressed like like terrorists amongst them, the bandits amongst them, and all of that. So this is uneasy for us. So it is important that even the northern governors understand this matter and call their people, back from the south. If Nigeria needs to place a law to say, wherever you come from, reside there. Let it be. So we can have peace. We cannot have all these headsmen in the name of headers, you understand, terrorists in the name of headers, marauding everywhere, killing everybody, and you come out on national television to come and say, make political, hollow statements like this. I watched an appalling interview. As a matter of fact, everybody that is serving under this Buhari administration, it should be on note. It should be noted. I am saying it. Everybody that is serving under this Buhari administration, to be honest, they should all be rejected by their people. All of them. All. The only ones that should have faced are the ones who should be wise enough to resign from this government right now, including the Buhari himself. I watched a channel's interview with the Minister of Transport, Amechi. Sadly, Amechi is even from the south. And the man was asking him, so the Channels TV guy was asking him, what is your own position on Fulani herdsmen issues? Amechi did not answer the question. He did not answer the question. Oma answer. He was just dribbling around that he can only discuss that matter with his wife. You are a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. For crying out loud. You want cabinet meetings. You discuss issues of security. You could not come out to talk about it. Then the other one the other enemy of Nigeria Niati Adesina, came out on TV to say that Buhari cannot talk about all national issues because it will make him a talkative. Anybody who is able to talk about all national issues is a talkative. You are elected to address national issues. And you are saying that the man elected by the people to address national issues cannot talk about national issues. Because if he talks too much about national issues, it will be tantamount to being a talkative. Can you people see the kind of people you elected? Can you see? It says if the president talks about national issues too much, it will be tantamount to being a talkative. This same government under this same Buhari, the man, oh my God, I don't just know how we take on to get this one wrong, sha. Do you know that Nigeria right now, properly lie by way of statistics now as the most corrupt country in West Africa? The most corrupt. Under Buhari, the most corrupt country in West Africa. Now, to let you know that Buhari is a self-serving president. He's not interested in Nigeria. He's not interested in what happens to you. Have you seen his wife or heard about the first lady anywhere? Have you? Has anybody seen her trace anywhere? Has anybody? The cabal have made sure that they squeezed that woman to the point of dumbness, and you've probably packaged that information is even out there that she's been asked to go to Dubai, to go and be residing in Dubai or somewhere else like that. Now there's an information that came out. This information came out from Sahara reporters about the same Buhari. The IG of police, his tenure is, oh my God, I've never seen this kind of a thing. A president who disobeys the constitution, flats every law necessary. The tenure of IG is over. Another IG has been, flattered as okay as a replacement. The police commission have their own guiding principles and rules and regulations. But this IG, the president renewed his contract as IG for 3 months. That again is an aberration. It is not like this matter was passing through the National Assembly. This man is ridiculing the whole of Nigeria. This man is a problem to the whole of Nigeria. So when you both sit out there and you start crying and calling on the governor of Edo State, calling on the people of Edo State, and look at you because you don't understand where the problem is coming from. This is a statement put out by Sahara reporters. Expose. IGP paid over 2 billion naira for tenure extension. Adamu is however said to be unhappy that he only got 3 months extension and therefore refused to celebrate his tenure extension. Wow, just be listening. His tenure has expired. Now, it's alleged now that he paid 2 billion naira to some quarters in the federal government for his tenure as IG to be renewed. Even though it has expired. It's against the law. The police, whatever, police acts. Okay? There's a replacement naturally. But his own was extended by 3 months. Because according to the allegation by Sahara reporters, this man has paid 2 billion naira. If this is true, this gives you the depth of corruption. So you are IG for this short period of time. You have amassed wealth so much so that you can release 2 billion naira for your tenure to be extended. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. I just. Oh my gosh. Today, Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Anyway, we are ranking, between the most corrupt and the 50 most corrupt. That's where we are in the whole world. In the whole world, Nigeria is one of the most corrupt countries in the world. Today, our economy is so bad, so much so that a pound sterling is now exchanging for more than 650. As of today, I use 659 naira for a pound sterling. Almost 660 naira for 1 pound sterling. 1 pound sterling. A dollar. So, a euro is already. Someone was telling me, I don't use euro, but someone was telling me, well, a euro is already more than 550 naira under this administration. The suffering is too much. This man don't care. And we are there, we are quiet. We are not doing what we ought to do. All of us. We are waiting. And we are dying inside this matter. Nigerians are dying. They are spending money to sponsor terrorists all across the country. They are not interested in our welfare. They are not. The man is not even able to come out to address the issue of insecurity. He's just there. The National Assembly is there. They are not doing the needful. The man disobeyed the National Assembly. Did not come to address the National Assembly. He ought to be impeached. Nobody is doing anything. Nobody. And you are weak here. No, that's not that weak. There is no way some of us can be at those levels of where we need to take responsibility and we will not take responsibility. There is no way. Let me take this caller. Jesus wept, as they say. Hello. I greet you, sir. This is the Comrades are live.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
God bless you.
It's Victor.
Why, sir?
Germany. I just want to thank you because I've been watching your program and I'm a real follower of your program.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm really too emotional about the program, which is a very great show. I want to thank you, but I want to also ask how you people are trying to help organize Edo, especially the Vigilante concerning the estimate, what we can do because I was suggesting to some few people in Germany here, if there is a kind of indirect support, like all the Edo, if there is a way to get across to all Edo, probably by first of all giving the signatory where we are, so that if it's just about $10 or anything, just to start raising the funds, establish some system, which will be like a contribution, because we can't wait till things are so bad. I don't know, because I know you always say you people have a plan, and I think any good plan even still need money.
Yeah.
And we need the number. I think most of the people in Edo State, in our diaspora, we are very many.
Yeah.
But it's to get the numbers of the people to see how we can raise at least up to 500,000 people. And then even if we start small, it will be a great show.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. I will respond to that. Thank you very much for raising it. I will respond to it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, please.
I will respond to that.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I just want to quickly inform you. So if there's anything, I will keep watching your program and see how we all can come aboard.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Thank you. I'll quickly respond to that. I'll be very silent on this kind of things, really, to be honest. I'll be silent because, like I've said this before, there is a group I am part of course, having this idea to support the right vigilante, particularly when we had known that there are a number of people flying around as vigilantes. So we want to identify the right people, identify the kind of things that they would need, and all those kind of things. So as I speak with you, some members of the group will be going to Nigeria. They want to be on the ground. They want to have an on-the-ground assessment of the situation. Of course, liaise with some other people. I've equally suggested to the group in my personal capacity that we need proper regulation as well. I will not use the commercial show to come out and ask me to come and start putting money somewhere when some things have not been done. Okay, this is to be done. Apart from that, transparency need to be guaranteed. Very important, because credibility matters a lot to me personally, as it were. And so this is the reason why I'm not talking in this direction at all at the moment. You know, until all of those things are done, we're able to identify the right group of people. We're able to find out from the authorities who are the right people. And even when we find out, it is not a question of taking, you know, the resources or money or whatever and sending it to one person on the field. We would like to channel the support we're able to, you know, to raise through the authorities. You understand what I'm saying now? So that, and it should be a matter that is seen by everybody and all that. So, the leadership of this group right now, by the grace of God, they are, you know, doing the bit that they can, you know, to work on this framework. We equally have another group, okay, in North America, US and Canada, that are equally at the moment looking at this kind of direction. As a matter of fact, they are equally raising resources right now, okay. So the input we intend to make to that group is to ensure that the resources being raised right now, you know, they go to the right channel and they go through the proper channel to the right channel, and all that. So because people are already catching in on this situation, and so we don't want to, you know, we don't want to be part of those, you know, calling for support for the vigilante, and of course giving support to those who are, you know, who are doing things that are counterproductive to the whole environment. But majorly, I am majorly concerned about, you know, regulations, proper regulations, you know, of this whole, you know, vigilante network. Because at the end of the day, there is no way they backfire and all that. So, and the issue of regulation properly must come from, you know, the House of Assembly. You understand? And so, maybe I've sent messages to some of the authorities. Now, you know, I want to know how if the House of Assembly cannot do this, we as, you know, private people, we want to sponsor the necessary bill to, you know, give that empowerment, you know, and set that process of, you know, a reform. You understand what I'm saying now? So that anybody who's a member of Vigilante, you know, at that stage, you know, can be trusted. Understand and all of that. Because if Norotonania, with this year, that has been alleged right now, it is one that the team must equally try to look into, as it were. So that's why I am not speaking. Otherwise, it is really in my mind. You understand what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, on a private note, may send this some support in the, you know, the Emasone. You understand what I'm saying? Those ones, even I can't talk about them because just in my Masonia, I just know those ones. With these ones, yes, they are directly under. And they are helping to fight and defend the home front and all of that in my own individual capacity. But I don't want to give more details about that. So my friend, thank you for raising that. I've seen the enthusiasm of Edo people and their willingness to want to support this process. And again, on even security, we want to be as strategic as possible. It's not everything we're going to be able to talk about here on social media. Because at the end of the day, the enemies that are fighting us, they are not on social media. But they listen to us, they hear us. They know our strategies, some of our strategies. And you understand what I'm saying now? And so everything cannot be revealed on social media, as it were. So some things need to happen. They just happen and all that. So again, a whole lot of orientation and reorientation need to take place, as somebody alluded to much earlier. So these are some of the things that we are going to be looking at, as it were. Now, my people, I want to talk about that matter. There's one matter I want to talk about that I think that I just have a word of advice on this matter, because of it making it might like okay, but I just play a phrase of this. Why you people will know exactly what I'm talking about. Just an essence.
Well, good evening, everyone from in Nigeria and from around the world. My name is Mike Davids. My attention has been drawn to a video that was made by Apostle Johnson Suleiman 24 hours after my audio was released. And that video that he made addresses two major things principally, which I'm going to respond to right about now. The first one is that he claims that I was never the one he was addressing in that video, in that audio, and that that audio, the conversation, as it were, was made 3 years ago. And secondly, he claims that he sent me out of Omega Fire Ministries, you know, for...
Okay, I believe every person have seen this guy. I don't want to dignify this matter by playing everything. Okay, I just want to play that little so that we understand. Now, I don't have any opinion about this matter. Okay? What I want to say about this is that I think that this man, this guy, if you are there, please share this broadcast. I want you to get to him. I think this guy should stop disturbing the space. I really think so. I don't know what Suleiman does. You know, to be very honest, I'm not very much interested. You know why? You have been a member of this same corporation, as you claim, for 16 years. We didn't know what you were doing. You didn't disturb us about what you were doing. You didn't come up to say this and that is happening. You were there, you enjoyed the process. Now, we're in the midst of so many important state matters, national issues that we are dealing with. You just come up with, because Suleiman is a famous person, whether the story you are saying is true or they are false, okay, it doesn't matter, provided when you say the story is going to make headlines. So, we must not know what has been happening. Were you dead in the last 16 years? Were you not a human being in the last 16 years? If you have your right senses in the last 16 years, why didn't we hear from you? You have said you are going to court, you are doing this. The right place you should take your case to is the court. The people who can settle the matter. Deal with it. It's a civil matter, deal with it in that manner. Because at the end of the day, this whole matter, Nenemi Davis, is taking attention away from very important matters. We are in Edo State right now having so much security issues to battle with. So many matters, invaders are taking over our land. What is his name again? The unknown killer or unseen killer. This ailment near COVID-19 is already ravaging everybody. Nobody's even attentive to that one right now. In the last 48 hours, nearly 40 persons have died in Edo State of COVID-19. There is no attention given to that right now because we have so much insecurity internally and externally everywhere. Then you will just break your news with Apostle Suleiman, then the whole world will just start now, distraction here and there. I don't think we need distraction. I think this Matt Davis should just keep himself. If you feel threatened, go to the police, which I'm sure you have already done. You are in court, you have let us know. Fine and good. Let the court process take its course. And stop disturbing everywhere with your own stories. I don't have any sympathy for you because at the end of the day, we didn't hear it. We didn't. Why should we hear it right now? There's a process of redress. We are not the ones who give you redress. And for the people who are sending me this matter not concerning by matter, please. My phone is already loaded with too many matters. All this kind of matter, me, I don't really get interest for them. If the distraction, I'm not interested in distractions. Edo people, please, I don't want to stress much on that, but I just think that this one shouldn't be given attention. They are in court, they should go and sort that matter out in court. You know, they attempt to, whether this man is honest or is lying, we are not the judge, we can't be the judge. Take your proof, take it to the court, let the court make the judgment, and that's it. If you've got proof against Pastor Suleiman, go to court and say it. And we as a society, we are very used to somebody comes up with social media, cry and say one thing or the other. We are very judgmental. I believe. I am not saying Suleiman is a saint or maybe he has not done something wrong or whatever. I can't judge. So this man should not distract everybody with all these things here and there. You are a member of that church for 16 years, like you say. You are a pastor. You've worked with them. You've been there. We didn't hear anything. Why should we be hearing now? And besides that, I am not the kind of person who, even if you or somebody or you and people, you agreed at some time where you should do things like this, like that, like that. You understand what I'm saying? And when it was sweet. When it is bitter, let you equally manage it in a way that you will not bring people into it. You will not bring people into it. When it was sweet, it was nice. We didn't come in. So if it is bitter, manage it in a way that You don't drag other people that you didn't drag in when it was sweet. Because what this man is doing is dragging our discussion, our time, our emotions, our everything into this matter. And I mean, this is not the first time we see people who try to pull other people down with one thing or the other. We are not interested. I cannot be a judge in this matter. For those who are making judgment, I think it's even wrong. Those who already just say, Suleiman did this, the other one did that. People are just catching into this man to say this and that. Look, I don't know Suleiman. I don't know. In fact, to be very honest, apart from Suleiman, most of these preachers, I don't approve of a lot of what they do or what they say. Because I believe that they stand a very good ground to help build our nation. They are not doing it. Most of them are not saying the truth to their people. They give false preaching. I'm not talking about one particular person. I'm talking generally. So I don't approve really of much of what is happening. Except very few people. And most people who call themselves pastors and reverends and all those things. Who you really see practically that they are manifesting that goodwill. To ensure that the society is a better place for all of us. So I will not use the account of this man to be able to say, Suleiman this, Suleiman that. Oh, I would do that. I wasn't there. Nobody really know exactly what happened. But they're in court. This man should allow the conference to take place. We should not be distracted. We have so much important matters of state that we need to deal with. Anyway, I want to talk about the things that I think I have control over, that we have control over, and that is talking about the Edo State, street lighting project. In the course of the yesterday and the day before yesterday, we were at Iyekogba Housing Estate, and we installed about 18 street lights. I can show you some images of the street lights right now. The entire stretch, has been lighted. A lot of people, the people are happy, and these lights were donated by one man who wanted to be anonymous, and to that extent, I'm not going to mention his name. The only clue I can give is that the man is from the United States of America, and I want to thank him exceedingly for his efforts. They are all making Edo become what Edo should be, and we are glad. The prayer is ongoing, and I'm using this medium to call on all Edo people. Please, instead of us wasting time on matters really that will not build our state, it is essential that we all contribute to those things that will help elevate and build our state. The comedy show talks with criticize government, we do this and we do that. We equally want to be part of those that are helping to build the state. Right now, there's nothing Edo State needs more than our collective efforts to build Edo State, and that is where we stand. Our own contribution towards building of the state. And I'll tell you the truth. The Edo Street Lighting Project is a project by the Comrade Show in collaboration with all many Edo people who are supporting the project. And everywhere we go, people are expressing their joys, they are happy. We were at Anigboro last week. Today the story in Anigboro is different. This is Anigboro is a very busy stretch in Uselu. But today Anigboro is lighted. Everybody's happy. And all that. So we were at Enogi where we installed 26 street lights. The people are happy and all that. All of these are made possible because Edo people are coming together under this arrangement to contribute their quota towards the state development. So I'm using this medium to say, if you are out there, you are an Edo son and daughter, and you have the means, you want to be part of this. By the grace of God, we have created all structures of transparency in this matter. When you donate a light is for the 5,000 naira. They are solar powered, and they need just a few hours of sunlight during the day, and they can power through the night. Today, we were equally at somewhere. We have equally gone somewhere to install about 5 street lights. Of course, I have the images. I've not downloaded that. That's why I'm not able to play it out now. So if you are there, you want to be part of this project, please reach out to us. Leave a comment in our comment section. Send us a message inbox, and we'll give you more details concerning this. There are people already coming up to say they want to light up their streets, light up their villages. Over the weekend, by the grace of God, on Saturday, we are going to be at Iruekmen, where we are going to be, equally installing some lights donated by some of our Asian brothers. And I'm equally using this video to call on our Ishan brothers, wherever we are, our Isako brothers, wherever you are, and sisters. Let us come together and do this. Contribute, contribute a light, 2, 3. Let us keep spreading this project. You want to light up your village, call your people together. I'm glad somebody called me from a Kiadolo, and they want to hold a meeting in their Kiadolo meeting and all of that. They want to light up a Kiadolo as well. Okay? This is a good one. You understand? And so many people have called like that, and all of that. So please, let us come together to make this happen for our state. While the government is going to be doing what they want, what they are doing, which they have already started by the grace of God, I think so. Let us equally be doing our own, particularly in the areas where we know that government resources may not allow government to go into at this time. All of these, they are all part of the security architecture that we're talking about. When we're talking about street lights matter, street lighting is part of security, at the end of the day. So this is why we are talking about this. And of course, we are asking every Edo son and daughter to key into this project. Let us provide light for Edo State. That will be our contribution. You understand what I'm saying? And it will be a good thing that we come out to say, oh, Osamende Osasui donated these lights. You understand? The people they're happy because you would have been part of those engineering change as far as Edo State is concerned. But again, more important than the idea of just lighting, I'll tell you the truth. The real key thing, with us on this project is to try to change the narrative, bring about, a change in the way we think. You understand what I'm saying now? Let it be known that it is a comrade show that is putting light. The other day we at Musheshe, we had one light at Musheshe. We want to expand it with another 6 lights and all of that. Gradually, we want to put more light because Musheshe is Upper Sakmomba. It's one of those hot spots, that we have identified much earlier and all that. People are happy and all that. And those are the ones donating these street lights. You understand? And I tell you, every street light you donate, none is missing. That is why if you donate 5 street lights, you will see your names, 5 names written on the street lights. Wherever we put it, we equally let you know your lights have been fixed at so and so place, so that you will understand that okay, you can say people there. Then at Zakawano Street is where we put the street lights. The one I just showed you down at Iyeke backwaters. You can go there and verify them. They are verifiable. Zakawano Street. Garuba Zakawano. Yeah, I think that's what they named the street. So they are verifiable. We are not you understand what I'm saying? So the lights are there. When the night comes, they are there. When you get there, you see the names. The names are usually inscribed, just like this. I usually use this to make an example. You see the names inscribed beneath the light, just like that. And one unique thing about this one we want to fix at Zakawano Street, is that this particular one, a polymama muyo, it is not electric pole. So when there are no electric poles for us to put the lights on, we put our own poles. If you find out these are our own poles that we have here. You understand what I'm saying now? Let me just play, this commentary by, I think I have one commentary there. Really? Okay, you on this? Okay, I may have this commentary here. Okay, let me just play this.
Good evening. This is Comrade Ameyedi Omoroge live here at Iyekogba, Zakawano Garuba Street, where we are here to assess the level of brightness of the lights. 18 units of this solar power street light was installed here today, and we have come, as you can see, in the long stretch. 18 of them. Everywhere is bright and beautiful. Very lovely setting tonight. We want to encourage those who are yet to key into this street lighting project to key into it. We've gone round the various local government around Edo State, and we are still looking at covering Edo Central.
So this job was done yesterday, but they are somewhere right now installing 5 street lights somewhere. Between Friday and on Friday, they are going to be somewhere around close to Luko. I think that's what they said. I will just need to check my books. On Saturday, the guys will be traveling to Iruekme. I hope I'm right about that. Iruekme, Utesan, the one calling install some lights and all that. So gradually we expand. If somebody called me, somebody called me from Delta State, okay, he wants us to come to is it Aniocha he mentioned? Is it Aniocha? Well, in Delta State, he was asking if we could come there. I said, well, if you have a number of flights that can make us come there, but we are not going to come to that far for just 1 or 2 or 3 lights. And I gave me a number of lights. If we have up to 10 lights, okay, we'll come there. Just equally give examples to our own Delta people, as it were. Probably people can equally pick it up from there. I think majorly, apart from just what we are doing and people are saying, is because we want to try to see how we can generate that spirit where everybody or most of us can begin to have that mind towards, the idea of contribution. That's why I am challenging our own brothers in Eye, our brothers in let's say not by Aye, our brothers in my fight. I am challenging you guys. Show me your contribution to the state. If you don't have, sit down and plan to see how you can contribute to the state development. I challenge you guys to do it. Let it be that, this is a very huge structure put down to help a community in Edo State. But it was done by Aye. It was done by Aye. It was done by my fight. And see whether you will not have applause from the people. Hello, bros. Hello, my brother. I'm live. Come on, no wala. No, as soon as I get through, I'll give you a ring. I challenge you guys. Let that be our watchword. Be a ye member. Contribute to state development. Any day, how you kill you are with guns, you are with this, you are with that. On my work. It's not right at all. Now we have a common threat, common enemy. All our bushes are being rampaged by terrorists. You guys are there, you are killing yourselves. You can even turn that your energy of killing yourself down. Go to the bushes, go to Ugo, go to Udo, go to Iroa, and go and confront them with the strength you have to kill yourselves inside Benin City and inside Edo State, to hold yourself down. So Edo people, please, I want to appeal to you, please, if you are there and you want to be part of this Latin project, call us. Let us, of course, reach out to us, inbox us, give us a ring, or go to theconversshow.com. Of course, you get some information there as well. Whichever way you want to do it, just provided when you pay money into the account, send us the receipts and the name you want inscribed on it. And of course, when we are done, we'll let you know. And for those who want to light up their streets, don't hesitate. Get your people together. Come anywhere across Edo State. We will be ready to go there. The Iroekmen we are going right now, it is somebody that wants to light up his own street. Okay? The person is providing 6 street lights. We have added 2 or 3 to it. You understand what I'm saying now? As it were, to those 2 or 3, they are donated by people. That is helping to make Edo State move forward. Really are here. It will get the people who benefit, they will be happy. You understand what I'm saying now? So I want to appeal to Edo people. There is so much room to make contributions to make Edo develop for all of us, to make Edo a better place for all of us. You understand what I'm saying now? For those who are there, you are skeptic, it's okay. There's no problem. Remain your skepticism. Maybe at some point you yourself will be convinced. There's somebody who donated lights a couple of days ago. When we started, he was very antagonistic. He was always inboxing, saying all sort of rubbish. He himself did go down to go and verify some of these lights. You understand? A few days ago, he called me and said, okay, comrade, I'm sorry for all the things I've been saying, all the trash I've been saying. I'm sorry. To tell you I'm sorry, I'm donating the light. He has donated the light. You saw the picture of what I'm saying now. And all that. So, there is room. We are not, if you are there, you have doubt, no problem. Send people to go verify. We declare where we put our lights. You understand what I'm saying? So people can go and verify and all that. This will make this program what it is and all of that. Your name is inscribed on it and all that. So I appeal on behalf of Edo State. We've got to keep on doing this. We've got to keep on doing this. This is important. So my people, that is where I want to round off. I cannot lie to you. My heart is very heavy because of the level of insecurity in Edo State right now. And I am more sad because I think that the energy we assign towards killing ourselves and destroying ourselves, robbing ourselves, you know, that energy, if we put them together and begin to confront these common enemies we have from in our bushes, I'm sure we'll get better results than we are getting right now. So you guys think about it. You are a year, you are a year, you are number 1, you are number 2, you are number 3. Think about what I'm saying. We are challenging you guys, you know, to commit yourself to national development, to state development. Be proud to say you are a year. You are provided borehole in 3, 4, 5 communities. Be proud to say you are a year. You are provided street light to different communities. Be proud to say you are a year. You have built gutters and built roads for people. Be proud. Be proud of it. And eschew all this violence. If you guys want, let us have one unifying cult group where all of us will belong to that cult group. All of us. Instead of us having 70% of people divided across this and that and killing themselves. Unite. Bring your gather. Let us have one unifying group. Edo confraternity or Edo wanting. Let all of us come and be part of that. All right, cult group. Because there is no way we are going to advocate that now when we know that more than 70% of the a cult. So what we need is rehabilitation. Rehabilitating the mind, rehabilitation of the mind. This is terrible. And we no There are those who are committed to making the state better for all of us. There are those of you who are just making sure that the state does not go forward. May God Almighty expose all of you. Edo people, thank you very much for staying. I've stayed quite long here, and of course I've touched a number of things. But I want to thank you. Somebody's calling. Let me just take this caller. Hello. I greet you, sir. This is the comrade show, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, sir. Go ahead, loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you very much for a job well done. In fact, I'm really impressed. May God bless you for all you're doing.
Amen.
Well, I've been following you in this program, and I have the intention of joining the Light Angels.
Lovely.
But there is something that is saddening my heart, which I just need to express this evening.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, we are all from Edo State, and we intend to develop Edo State as our state.
Yes.
But the problem is, don't you think there is every reason we should also channel this program to our people down there in Edo State? Because so many of them that are living there, they even have money more than us.
Absolutely.
And they are not contributing. They are the ones living there.
Absolutely.
You
are right.
As we are done with the right, then we'll go for the road for them.
Yes.
And after the road, then we'll go for that. How long are we going to continue to do all these things? They need to realize that they need to contribute. They need to put their own part as well.
Yeah.
Because most of us, we don't even go there to spend 3 months there. Some of us go there for 2 weeks. Some of us go there for 1 month.
Yeah.
And we are the ones still trying to put things in order.
Yes.
Why these people, you see them on the telly, on the TV, they spend money, they spray money,
Absolutely.
you see them
Absolutely.
wasting money.
Absolutely.
And they are not even concerned. They don't care.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a painful thing for, say for example, somebody like me. I will never contribute to put light in a street where you have somebody that is a millionaire or a rich man
Yes.
that has refused to develop the society. I prefer a place whereby where the poor people they are, where they live, to go and put light there.
Yeah.
Because this is total wickedness.
Yeah.
It's wickedness, my brother.
Yeah.
So please, I would like you to look into this.
I will. I will. I thank you very much for raising it.
Them at home as well.
Yeah.
Because most of them are doing greater than we in Europe.
Absolutely. I agree with
or
you.
in the Western world.
Absolutely.
Please.
I will look into it.
Maybe by God's grace, I will try and do my own part as well.
I appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. the point this brother just raised is one point. The point I just discussed with one of my team members earlier. At Anigboro Street, we put some street lights along Anigboro. There are 2 big churches in Anigboro, and I've asked that they contact those pastors. I want to talk to them. You understand what I'm saying? And all that. And there's a secondary school. Hello. Good evening. Pleasure. Well done. You want to talk? I'm live right now. Yes, I'm live on the Comrade Show. Yes. Okay. Yes, madam. Yes. Okay, you are interested to be a light angel?
In my area, my house is off Etete.
Okay. Okay.
Roide's house.
Oh, very well. Okay,
so
ma'am.
How does it work? I don't know.
I will give you a ring as soon as I'm through, so that I'll give you all the details. All right.
Okay. Later. Thank
you. Ma'am. So, like I was saying, I said they should get the pastors of those 2 churches. You know, let us talk to them, because beyond at the end of Anigboro Street there are 2 schools, one primary and one secondary, as reported to me. And those school area, they are, as a matter of fact, I will really appeal. Please, if you want to donate light to that Anigboro area, please don't hesitate. Those schools, okay, there's a report that those 2 schools harbor a lot of criminals at night. You know, they go there to share the things they rob and all those kind of things and all that. So if the surrounding area around that school can be lighted, it will help. And I'm looking at, you know, at the future where we can actually, you know, do that. You understand? I said I'm challenging those 2 churches to see what they can do to support this project, so that we can put lights across that particular area around Anigboro Street in Uselu quarters and all that. So, but at the end of the day, everywhere in Edo State needs lights. Everywhere. And so that is why we are very appreciative of those who want to provide lights and put lights along their street. Because every street we attend to, and that street is lighted, only guy -1, we move on. We move on from there. What you find is that, whether we like it or not, Edo is already moving forward, step by step. Because the criminal who is planning to come and rob you in an area that is not lighted, they will strategize. They won't want to be seen. Most of them. So this is why imagine the whole of Edo State is lighted. I can assure you that these criminal activities would have been greatly reduced in Edo State. Greatly reduced. Hey, man, where I am now, you wake up 2 o'clock in the night, 3 o'clock in the night, you want to go to work, you want to go anywhere, you just move. You are not thinking of where Omado attack you where. Why can't our state be like that? Eh? All this on that damn. We talk about what's it called, kidnappers. Talk about, maybe do I talk about cultists in this mix? Man, guys, wanna put ourselves together, man. My fight. Me as a thing up by a Buccaneer. Put yourself together, guys. Use your strength and be agents of good to Edo State. Change the narrative, so that other people, the other group members in different states, will begin to see your good work in Edo State, and they will emulate you. Let Cultism be a catalyst for change for Nigeria. Let it be like that. You guys can do it. That people will identify with you. You will even be more glorious in that light. You guys can do it, man. Instead of killing, look, man. Put yourselves and set the ball rolling right now for grand reconciliation. Remember, I will set that ball rolling for you guys. If I know you guys, I will call a meeting. I'll call a meeting, even if it's private. Let's discuss. Let's discuss. This narrative has been there for years and years and years and years. We must find a way to end it. Otwagbe. You guys who brought this mother out of school and took it to the streets. Many of you are flown. You are no longer there. And yet, look at, if you want to take to the street because you want to siphon money and extort people, look at what it has turned into right now. Look at what it has turned into right now. A 9-year-old person brandishing and saying where a member of one this thing in Humania, a 9-year-old. That is how bad it has become. I imagine what your funny fathers will be when they look at all of this, and I imagine what they will be thinking, what it will be in their mind over what is happening right now. So I think that it is not too late to seek a newer world. It is not too late to change the narrative. It is not too late for all you guys who are members of the Aye confraternity, who are members of the Aye confraternity. It's not too late to reconcile, because at the end of the day, some of you are members of the same family. You were not born with an Aye blood. You were not born with Aye blood. Why would you allow this devil, this demon to take over you? Why? Guys, find a way to set the ball of reconciliation rolling. You must not kill yourselves, please. Look at how counterproductive what you are doing is. The state is looking for you. A police can move out. They kill some of you. They put some of you in prison. They do all sorts of things. Why can't you just change the narrative? Let your color be a catalyst for change for the state. Let people begin to praise you. Well, oh, look at that borehole sited there. It was done by Aye confraternity. Look at that one. It was done by Aye confraternity. No other there people will even be glad and happy to join the Aye. And for you politicians, many of you politicians were members of the Aye confraternity. Many of you were members of Aye. Many of you are members of Vigilante. Even amongst you in the police. Why can't you guys bring all of this as you've now got in the society, the position you now occupy, to let these boys know that things need to change and use them positively? Why not? Why can't you do that? Why are you enemies of the nation, enemies of the state? And yet our own, where we are supposed to be cooperating and be brotherly and be happy together, defending ourselves together, we are even fighting amongst ourselves. Edo people, it is after session. So people, please, we will keep on doing our, we won't lose out of the ones we are doing. We are involved in lighting up Edo State, project. Please let us key into it. I appeal to you. This project is for all of us. All the streets right now, none of them is my streets. I don't even know some of them. Okay? As identified by the volunteer team and those working with them and all of that, that's how we go about it. And for those people who have equally light up their street, the light angels, I thank all of you guys. Please, be a light angel today. Donate light to this project and be a light angel. The light is for the 5,000 naira. If you want to know more about it, let us know. Write us. Call us. We'll talk about it. And of course, we'll get the project on. On that note, my people, I want to say thank you very much for being part of this process. I'm standing out right now. I'll see you again when I see you. May God bless you. May God bless Edo State. May God bless the governor of Edo State. May God bless Nigerians. Bye for now.
Comrade Show. Wait. Comrade Vigilante live on Facebook and